Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the All Right Podcast. Remember, it's not the best podcast, but it's not the worst podcast. It's just an All Right Podcast. Guys, welcome back to episode 43 of this podcast. And I have a fitness man right here. I have a guy that does a lot of fitness, and you can see by him right now that he does a sports scholarship. I can see it there on your jumper there. Deadly. Right, so guys, this is Jordan White. Jordan, if you want to introduce yourself a little bit there.
Sorry, guys. As Anthony already said, my name's Jordan. I'm 22 and I am a student in Technology University of Dublin in the process of getting a Bachelor of Arts degree in sports management and coaching, and I am an international kickboxer as well on top of that.
Yeah, so I have that up there now. We're going to be talking about that as well now, a bit into it. But I do want to start off by saying that I noticed Jordan when we have a mutual friend, his name is Aaron Mulligan. So I know him since I'm a kid. He only lives around the corner from my ma, so he
known him from a baby.
Yeah, so there you go. Like there you go. The two of us know him well, like, you get me? And he told me to get on to you because you started up a page called Essential Health Fitness Coach. And that's where you put up all your videos, your diet tips and stuff like that. And I found that real handy. And I was like, right, so I might as well text this guy and ask him, because my girlfriend at the moment, she's not happy with our weight, so she's trying to go back to where she was. And that's when I start texting you saying any tips or so, and you gave me a lot of good tips. And then out of nowhere, I was like, I remember looking at it going, shit, man, I never text him back. And I'm usually never like that. I was like, fuck, I never text him back. But for the likes of that, starting that page of yours, you can see that you know your stuff. You know what I mean? You're not just one of them people that say, oh, I'm a fitness guru. They put up and they put up, like, they copy and paste from Google and they put it up. You can see that. Do you design all your own posters and so on? I wanted to ask you that. Johnny, what
I do is, like, I do take it off with other people's, but throw in my own right up on it. Like, so, like, I don't pick anything. I really, like, look through Instagram and see, like, what's relevant, what I like to promote, because there's some things on Instagram, as you know, or anyone that may not know, like, they put up stuff about fitness that's, like, totally untrue, like, you know what I mean? So I pick out little pieces, and then I don't copy what they say. Like, I literally get the picture and then put in my own words what I think about that picture, and help people from there.
Yeah, because I was like, right, we're doing this podcast today. I own 2 or 3 shorts I use when I go to the gym. I said I might as well for now wear this one while we're doing this, try to get in the fucking zone for it. But for the likes of your page, and so what inspired you to? I want to go back to the very start when you got involved, because it is important for everybody out there. Everybody knows that it is important to stay fit and stay healthy, but there is also trouble in that when you're so used to, when you're a kid, you're given all this like Coca-Cola, Fanta. Like me, for example, man, I've done the gym since I'm 18 up to now, and I would say that I'm fit. I can run and it'll last long to get me, but for the likes of my diet, man, I'm so bad. I eat bourbon biscuits and fucking Coca-Cola, everything, and I'm like, what's happening? Why aren't I doing anything, man? But I did realize, going, well, this isn't helping, but I have fucking an addiction for all of it, so I'm trying to balance it out, but it's not working. But for people out there, for likes of yourself, when you wanted to start off from a young age, is this what you really wanted to do, or what age did you start getting interested in going, right, I'm going to go to college and do this?
It was probably when I was about, like, 14 or something like that. So I've been doing kickboxing since I'm 4, so I don't even remember when I started. So my whole family's heavily involved in sport as well. My whole family does kickboxing as well, and taekwondo. So, like, I've just been brought up in, like, a sporting background, and, like, since probably the age of 14, 15 when I went into the gym. Obviously now you need to be 16 in most gyms, but, like, back in the day you used to be able to just go in when you're, like, 14 or 15. But from there I was just like, yeah, I love the gym. I love everything got to do with it. Sort of looked into detail about like nutrition as well, what works well, what doesn't work well, like, for me anyways. And then, like, just from, like, the start, I just loved it, seeing progress. Started a diet, seeing a bit of progress, seeing a bit of abs. Then I went, like, bulking, and then got a bit bigger. Not that big, but because you have to stay in the same, like a weight class for kickboxing, but added on a bit of size, liked that again, and I was like, right, I want more of this. And then when I got about to like again 15, like I was like, yeah, I wanted to pursue in this career, like, you know, and then I was just looking, like, went to me career guidance teacher or whatever, and in school, and I was like, right, I'm stupid, I'm not the
Right.
smartest. What's the best course that's under at least 300 points in the leaving cert? And me guidance counsellor was like, this course that I do, which is sports management and coaching, and I was like, yeah, that's grand. Bit of business, which I'm not the best at, but along the sports side for coaching, like I was like, yeah, I want to do that. Yeah, it really does help. I want to open up my own strength and conditioning place. So like this course that I'm doing is perfect. Like it helps you to be an entrepreneur and be a coach at the same time. So yeah,
that's, well, there you go. That's a good introduction now to that. Like, well, me and my brother were smaller. My brother Ryan would be known, he had muscle on him, even as a bloody kid, like, he had muscle on him, and I was the stick beside him, so I was like nothing at all, like. And I remember watching Pumpin Iron, and I was like, holy shit, man. I was like, look at the size of these fuckers. Like, I was like, I want to be like that, but I couldn't, because the diet I'm on, man, it's useless. Like, you have to have a good mindset. You have to put yourself in that mindset to do that. And for the moment, I know right now I'm not, but I know as I get older, I will. But
I know all them are on the juice though, so like it's
yeah, that's true. Yeah, but dedication on the juice, that's what they, you know what I mean? But don't be on the juice there, kids, you know what I mean? But I remember we watched Pumpin Iron, and then the minute we watched Pumpin Iron, man, we went out the back. My dad had weights, and the shoe was fucking good. Huge.
Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, fucking come on, playing. I'm not even shitting you. I'm playing the Rocky music now. We're going mad on it, like. And I remember we took a photo, and my brother Ryan was tensing, and he started tensing, and you could see him, man. He was fat, but he had a little bit of muscle, and I was doing it. And my dad was just laughing, going, the two of you beside each other, man, it's just completely different. Like, it's mad. But I started going into the gym when I was 18, and because I seen in your Instagram that you put up these, you just done it recently, and you were asking on Instagram, do you think you should do vlogs of it? But you're putting up on Instagram your meals, so you're like, I seen that you're like having brown bread and an apple, and you were like, right, I don't like I'm just a plain fucking Jane there. I don't put on to me. But that's what I used to eat. I just used to eat sandwiches, and I used to just drink water and stuff like that. But when I done it for a while, when I started off, I could see that, as you were saying, when you were starting, you could see the abs happening and stuff. And I wasn't gaining any weight, but I was just getting fucking toned. So we tried to recreate that picture again, and I'm not messing. Me dad was like, you're like a washboard. Like, you're just skinny, but you're just like, it's literally just lumps all in there. And when I got the feeling of seeing your body change, and you're feeling stronger, and you're feeling more fit, you're just like, I like this feeling. This feeling is great. So I kept it up, and then every now and again I'd stop and go back to it. And most people do now. I'd say people like yourself, you said you're starting since you're 14, so you're more dedicated to it. And I tried to do, I went to Inchicore, and I tried to do a fitness course, and I done a year. But when I got to the exams, I panicked, and I fucking got real anxious, and I didn't do them. So I was like, shit. So I'm going to go back, and I will go back and do it, because I do want to learn about nutrition, learn about the body and stuff. I am interested in that. But for the likes of this now, on to the next segment of this is that for your Instagram page, you have nutrition advice. So when you were doing nutrition and stuff in class, did you at first, did you find it interesting when you were learning about it, or were you just like, right, this is harder than I thought?
No, I loved it. To be honest, I loved every bit of it. Yeah, it's a bit, sometimes like some classes can be a bit like heavy on the theory side, but like I started watching like YouTube videos like of like fitness people since like I started the gym like 14, 15, and they like watching them videos do actually really help you. Like they do like every so often break down calories and all like what they're doing, and it really helped me, and it gave me like a nice foundation before I even went into nutrition. And because when I was in college, like my goal was to be like a personal trainer, strength and conditioning coach, and so like I really put all my eggs in nearly one basket of like, right, I need to know nutrition, I need to know how to do Olympic lifts. I need to know how to coach and like how to look after a client. So I really did enjoy it, like, you know.
And I have a few of these sticky notes up here now, and this is gonna probably be a throwback for you. But I'd see at one stage, I'd say this was at the same time you were doing the gym, but I'd seen on your actual Instagram account that you had DJ decks. And you were saying, get back it, I'm getting back into it, or something like that. And I was like, right, so you kind of had a passion for music as well. Did you trying to make music? Yeah, you still up? Are you still doing that, or is that something that you went, Mary, that was a phase? And
no, I actually loved it. And the only thing is, was that one of like a gig, if you want to call it, was for me dad. He was doing an awards night for kickboxing, and me decks blew up. So like, right, that's the end of that. And I just never got around to getting it fixed or getting a new one, like, because I only got it, and then they blew up after like 8 months, and I was like, I don't want to spend another $250 on that again. And like, I could play on the deck still, but I couldn't actually like put a speaker to it and like play music to people. I could only put my headphones in and play to myself. So like,
it was like kind of a hobby kind of thing. Was it like it was for your own thing, like your own?
Yeah, it was actually deadly. I was gonna get into it until it blew up. Like I had a few gigs, like a few friends parties and all, but like when it blew up, then it just went into a realm, went into the heater realm, and just
left it there.
Just left it. Wash basin in. So every time I throw my washing in, I do see, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's there. And
hello, old friend. How's it going, buddy? Yeah. Maybe one day you'll go back to our side. That.
I actually love it.
Yeah.
You see people at X, and they'd be like, oh, I'd love to get back into it, but just with college and all.
Yeah.
And they go down in the fitness route, I'll put my eggs in this basket first, and then maybe start as a hobby again. Yeah,
even if you start up your own place and your strength and conditioning and stuff like that as well, you could then because I know in every place that like a gym and stuff and all, there is a lot of music, and you doing that type of music, you could probably bring that back into your own place when you get your own place. You get me?
You have my own place and do a live DJ set.
Yeah. All right, boys, how's it going? Do them squats. I'm just going mad on it. Like, but I can see here as well that I wrote down as well is that you got a sponsorship, and I don't know if you still have it or not, but you got a sponsorship before for CBD oil or something.
Yeah.
Was that a piss take, or did you actually get a sponsorship for that?
No, it was just like we both came to each other, and I was like, yeah, I'll promote you if you like promote me, or like we came to an agreement that if we promote them, that obviously I get free CBD oil. But I went into it beforehand, before I went and got in contact with this, and like I seen so many good benefits for it, so I was like, why not? Like, I'm not trying to be big-headed, but the perks of being like an international kickboxer, like winning world championships, like you can say that to companies and they'll love it, and then they might be like, yeah, let's work with them. So like I chance my arm. So as you say, you don't ask, you don't get. Like, you know what I mean? So I chance my arm, asked them, and they're like, they sent out a few bits. Now they did have a changeover with their website, and then like haven't got in contact with them since. Like, so the sort of just faded off. But to be honest, they were a great company, and I would highly recommend CBD oil. The sleeps I was having, man, unbelievable.
That's about €20 in his pocket now for saying that. Like, that's what I'm telling you now. But for the likes of that, you were saying that doing kickboxing and stuff like that as well. And I looked up and it said Spartan. There was a thing called Spartan. So that's your old club. So you can't mention none of them now.
Oh, none of them.
Right. So we'll move away from fucking Spartan, and and we go to SPG. Are you currently in SPG now? Is it?
No, well, I was, and then I had to take a bit of time off that because of college assignments. So I was with SPG D24 in Paddy Howland's club, and I was absolutely loving it. But then college just got in the way, and I have my own kickboxing club, like a coach, like my own, like students, if you want to call them. So like that on top of college work just got in the way. So hopefully after college I'll be able to go back into it. I was absolutely loving MMA. It's different, like, because I've been doing stand up for like 18.
Hold on, what? You've been doing stand-up?
Stand-up fighting.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a comedy, man. Sorry. I was like, hold on, man. A man of all trades here. What's the story? Like, Yeah.
No, yeah. So I was doing I've been doing stand fighting obviously because of kickboxing for like 18 years. So I was like, I always wanted to go into the MMA. So when I went into it, I was absolutely loving it. But then obviously assignments came up in third year now, like nearly finished third year in 3 weeks. So I was just wanted to give me last year like all I can. So I was just like, right, I have to sacrifice something like to get a bit of time for college, like college work. So I was like, right, kickboxing's my baby, if you want to say, and I have a club. I can't really get rid of that. That's my only income. So like I was like, right, I'll just take a step aside from MMA and focus on still tapping away at kickboxing, and then do college work then. But hopefully, like finish now in 3 weeks. So hopefully with this crown, hopefully eventually get a job and then play it by then with my club, the job, and then hopefully probably move on from kickboxing onto MMA, to be honest, because you get not bored but unmotivated from doing something for so long. Like I'm still human as well, like, you know what I mean? Like something 18 years, you get unmotivated, you start winning things, it's just becomes the normal, like, you know what I mean? You want new goals, and I think MMA will do that for me.
Yeah. I wanted to join that SBJ1, and I have a friend in there that's doing it now. He's doing stuff with Paddy Houlihan. Well, not now, but he was before all this started. Like, and he was telling me to join, but I was asking how much is the fees and all. And they're like, for me, like I was working, but I don't work now anymore. Like past bloody since like December or something. But for the likes of me and all, man, I think that's a lot of money. Like to get me a month. But is it worth it? It is honestly like.
To be honest, yeah. If you have the time to do it, like if you break it down,
I'm on welfare. I have all the time in the world. Like I'm alright.
That's another thing actually I forgot about. So like my kickboxing is like €67 a month. Anyways, like, you know, and then I was going to SBG as well, so I was paying 167, and that's just training. I go to the gym, which is another €30 a month.
Yeah.
And then like other things, like, you know what I mean, have a car loan.
Yeah.
Have car insurance, and like. I don't even work. I just have a club, kickboxing club. That's the income now. Like, it's not amazing or it's not great. Like, it's not amazing or it's not shit. Like, it gets me through, but just about. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was actually another thing. But to truthfully honest, when you break it down, like, there's 5 classes a day. Well, I'm guessing this is in every SPG, but in D24, there's 5 classes a day, Monday to Friday, and open match from, I think it's like from 10 to 3 or 12 to 3 on a Saturday and Sunday. So that just means like anyone can come. Like, there's no class, you just go and do pads or bring a partner or whatever. And then they have like a Sunday mass, they call it. It's like jiu-jitsu rolls. They do 10 rounds of jiu-jitsu on a Sunday at 10 o'clock or something. I think it's 10. So like, and that's for free as well. So if you break it down, like, it's buttons. If you're able to go like what, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Sunday, that's six times a week. Times that by 4, 6, 12, 18, 24. Divide that by 100. No, I'm not good at maths now, but
no, neither am I, man. I'm just saying, yeah. I'm just like, yeah. Go on, say it.
It's about €5 a class, give or take.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's actually not that bad. Like.
Yeah, when you break it down, because I do want to get out, because I don't think, man, I'm from Clondalkin, you know, I'm from the Greenford parts, that's where I'm from. Do you know what I mean? Greenford, where the boys and the cars and all. What's that?
I'm from Lucan, so I'm only down the road.
Yeah, only down the road, sure. But I've my own place now, sure. I'm up in Palmerstown Woods at the moment now. I have my own little granny flat, like.
Deadly.
What's it? I'd love to learn jiu-jitsu. I would it wouldn't even be to compete. I just want to learn how to defend, because I know if someone came up behind me and said, "Come here, motherfucker," and I'd be like, I'll just give him everything. Like I'm a pussy. Like, so. I want to learn how to defend myself, because if I'm out with my girlfriend or so, like I don't think you'd have the problem with this because you have all this background. But if I was out with my girlfriend or so and someone came up and, I mean, one lad or 2 lads tried to jump on me, I can't do anything about that, man. I can't do nothing. I can try. Here, you can fuck it now. I'd just be like, "Run, bitch, run." That's how I'd be like. But there's nothing I could do. I could try knowing that she's there. But if I was on my own, I'd be like, "Sorry, lads, there you go. There's the wallet. There you go. Do you want extra money, dear, for the bus? Do you want
To be honest, but like, martial arts does teach you not to, like, it teaches you like you don't want to fight, and it's weirdly, as I said, like, I boxed the head off people and people boxed the head off me, but yeah, you don't want the fight outside, like, you know what I mean? But the best thing, like, that my dad always tells me is, like, just to walk away or to give them it. Like, even though, like, I'd still, like if they had a knife, like, you never know what could happen to a little slice to the jugular vein, you're gone. Like, regardless of kickboxing or jiu-jitsu, or, like, you know what I mean? What's the point of trying to save your life? They have a knife or whatever they have. You don't know what's in their pockets. You don't know what's behind their back. And, like, why not just give them your watch? Why not, like, if that makes them happy and you're safe and not getting your head stood on, like, you know what I mean, then why not? Like, you know what I mean? You can be a big man and try, like, knock them out, but if you don't hit them with your first punch, knocking them out, that's when your head's going to be on the ground and getting stomped on, like, you know what I mean? So sometimes you either just try walk away. If not, then you're going to have to either give it to them or give them one of them as well, you know what I mean? So
well, come here, if you give them one of them and the hardest one you've ever got in your life, and they just do that and spit out a tooth and look back at you, you run. That's the only option. You fucking run. You're gone. So come here. I did want to do this podcast, and I did get a little bit in everything that I wanted to get in anyway. And we don't know each other. Do you get me? This is the first time we ever talked or anything like that. But what I can tell from you is that you're literally, since a young age, I can see that you done things and you've kind of pushed towards what you're doing now. And I have to admire that, because there's a lot of people that say they want to do things and they don't. And do you know what I mean? They're just not up for it after a while. But you can tell from now that you didn't quit, you didn't give up. So I have to say fair play to you for that, man. And the fact that everybody's in quarantine right now and you're out, you don't have to do that. You, like, there's no reason for you to go, I don't have to, but you're doing it out of your own time. And I know that everybody has a lot of time now, but you're saying, right, I know I have all this information, I like doing this, so why not, while I'm doing it, let other people join in? And I'm not messing. I've been following along with it. I really have, like, because with all your diet plans, the only thing, like, when I go to the gym, I'm grand. I can work out perfect. I know what to do and what sets and so. But when it comes to my diet, that's the only fucking thing I can't. I don't know what I have to eat in the morning. And when you said you're gonna put up these vlogs, that's when I was like, yeah, and I pressed it. You get me? And because that's what I want. That's what I'd like to follow as well. You get me? So I just want to say fair play to you for sticking with it, and during this time you're literally putting out content for people, because that will help your business grow as well, because social media helps everybody's business. Like,
that's it. Yeah, 30, I think 30 people now, a few like fake, like Instagram followers, Instagram, not even just Instagram pages, voted on that thing, and like came to 30 now. I'm going to have to grow a pair of balls. New vlog, but like, probably hearing me right now, I don't have a voice for the camera. So,
come here. Fucking man, you'll be like, when I started doing this, I started my YouTube channel 5 years ago. And when I started, I was like, fuck, but I kept going with it. Do you get me? I just make comedy sketches and fucking short films. That's what I do on my main one. But I started this one a year ago, but I was like, I'll do it every now and again. But it was only this year I started getting serious when I made my own fucking channel for it. And so, and I wanted to get people on. The reason was I wanted to get people on, and I wanted to talk to people that were interesting, that I could talk to them about something. And that's why I asked you to come on. I asked you to come on because I thought you only done the fitness, and we can talk about fitness, but again, look, the fucking CBD oil sponsorship, who gets a sponsorship every now and again? You're doing you had a music interest at one time, you were doing kickboxing, you want to go into MMA, you have your own class, you want to start beyond. That's, for me, that's a perfect guest. And I know a lot of us, when someone gives us compliments, we're like, yeah, all right, fuck off, stop. But like, but really, you're like, yes, fucking, there you go, lovely. It gives you a good feeling. It makes you want to do more. But I personally want to say to you, thanks very much for putting up all that stuff, because it's literally given me an idea of dieting and what to eat and what not to eat. Because when you're putting up good food, bad food, and realistic food, you know that post? I was like, fucking hell, I didn't think of it like that. Like, so.
Yeah, like that's like, thanks very much for saying that. That's the reason why I actually I made that page, and that's one of the reasons why I love doing it, is because, like, even if I can help like one person, and one person say to me, look, Jordan, you really helped me, like that gives me the motivation to keep going, like, you know what I mean? Regardless of, like, if people slag me, just say if I do a vlog tomorrow and people slag me, like, that's what I'm worried about. my mates slagging me and all. Like if I help that like one person out of it, like that's what gets me fired up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I made my YouTube channel, and the reason I made it is because at a certain point, I'd say we all went through this on one stage, but at a certain point I was real low, and I was like, right. But I remember I used to make people laugh a lot, all my friends and so, and it was a good feeling. It was a great fucking feeling to have. Get that, you know yourself, when you make people laugh, you're like, oh fucking, and you just get right with it. But I made my YouTube channel, and there was people that text me. Some people still text me now, but a lot of people used to text me when I first started, when I'm making comedy sketch, and they were like, thanks so much, I wasn't having a good day, you made me laugh. And if you can make someone feel good for like 5 minutes, or if you can make someone forget about their problems, or get them to pick a new hobby or topic, and I think that's what you're doing in that cause. You're getting them to go right during this quarantine, because a lot of people are saying, there's a lot of people out jogging, and there's a lot of people out. I think all them people that are saying jogging and working out, they're doing that in the gym already, but you just never see them. So that's why, because of all this happening, all closed down, you're seeing a lot more. But there is also other people that are only starting to do this now, that are taking it serious. And for the likes of you and your Instagram, you're helping them type of people. You're helping them people start off and do it correctly, because a lot of people, including myself, would start off and think we know everything, and then we really don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. Do you get me? So for the likes of that, but
there's people that going on like a bit mad, like like go out and do your runs, like, but there's no need to like brag about how fast you go. Like,
exactly.
I don't know if you're saying that, like, I go out on like 5k jogs now. I'm not really a road runner. I only actually started. I started doing like 5k jogs during this quarantine. Now I've done them before for like preparation for fights, like sometimes. But whenever you see me post up on my Instagram page, I never post up the time, because like I don't want to give people that haven't, just say that sit around on the couch. I don't want to give people that like, oh, I can't do that, that's too fast for me, or something like that. Just the main thing is get out and either walk or run, and just expend that energy, like, you know what I mean? Release some endorphins, and it sets you up, like, sets you up today, like, you know what I mean? So there is people out there that are bragging and all, like, and it's not really right, because this is a time of like mental health situation, you know what I mean? But like, obviously running isn't for everyone. I like running, I like exercising. That's my mental health, like, sort of thing that helps me anyways. But I posted up something there yesterday about like positivity, like during this, like, it is vital to stay positive, and like to stay like mentally sane, like, you know what I mean? And all that you need to do is try, it's easier said than done, but try find that thing that makes you happy. Like exercise makes me happy. I posted up, like, if music makes you happy, listen to music, or like get an instrument, learn it, or start writing music. Or if you like, just say, if you like people laugh, start doing comedy, you know, there's like, you just need to try find something that you're good at and you like, and that will help your mentality, like, you know what I mean? Especially during this.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, that's a good message. I like that message. Now, that was a good message. There's for this man here to say he is nervous. We were both nervous, because I've never met him now, so I'm a bit nervous to talk. But the more I talk to you, like, literally, I can't see the recording because all the sticky notes, so it just feels like we're on FaceTime right now. And I did forget for a bit that we were recording. I thought I was just talking to you through FaceTime. So I can see that I am comfortable talking to you, because usually I'll be like, oh yeah, granted, and stuff like that. So it's good that we kind of eased down off that, and it became natural, because I think it came natural a good few, like, about a minute into it or so. But I do want to, I know what we're talking about, this will be completely different, but this is what I end with, and I started this as a new segment now, so it's okay if you don't or not, but guys, we're going to get into the final segment, and it's called Ghost Stories. Ooh, scary. Right, Jordan, I know what you're probably like, this fucking lunatic, right? But I have two questions for you, right? And it's all right if you don't have one or not. But one, do you believe in the paranormal? And two, if so, do you have a story you can tell, or know anybody that told you a story before? I know it's completely different from what we're fucking talking about, but I do end it on this, even if someone's talking about any subject.
Yeah, I do. Paranormal, I don't know if that's the word, but yeah, like, I'm like, it'd be probably get dislikes on this, but I'm a religious guy. With the world, the way the world's going, people don't like, obviously, what the hell is religion? But yeah, I'm a religious guy. I've been brought up. My dad's like gone, basically, you might as well go for the Pope. The next Pope, he's that religious. Like, but yeah, so like, I believe in an afterlife. I believe like there's something going on. Like, you know what I mean? I don't like, when I say like, yeah, I believe in paranormal, people would be like, oh, shut up, paranormal activity movies. Like, you watch too much. Like, I don't think that, but like, there is things like, there is like stuff that I believe, like how comedians and all that stuff like get money. They can't, like, not every medium can be a bluffer. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, have to be like doing something like, or talking to some sort of afterlife world or whatever, like, you know what I mean? And there's so many stories, like, I don't even know any, but like off the top of my head, but there's so many stories of like interaction with like paranormal stuff.
Yeah,
So
and
like
afterlife and so like that as well.
And I like to be positive anyway, so I hope that there's something, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though I say every day is a great day above ground, like I say, underground and somewhere after is probably even better. You know what I mean?
I had a guest on yesterday, Rebecca. Her podcast will be up by now before yours. Her will be coming out Monday. Yours is out on the Wednesday, so it'll be out for people watching now. It's out today or so. But I started asking people this question, and I don't tell them that I'm asking them this because I want to get a reaction to either go, "What the fuck are you on about?" or "Yeah, I know it. I love talking about this." And I think it's something that we all have in common. And one day we're all going to die. We're all going to die. That's one thing we human beings all have in common, that like everybody's going to die one day. And I was saying to Rebecca that I like to think of it as all this right now is like a waiting room. And then when it's your time to go or so, or you're printed with a tick or something, whatever, that you're going on, you're moving on to the next one. But for the likes of mediums and all, yeah, exactly. We're going to retirement, man, and we're going to fucking enjoy ourselves and chill out. But we were talking about mediums and psychics, and we were saying that a lot of them, you can see that there's a lot of them on Facebook now just coming up out of nowhere, and they're just like, I can tell you this, I can tell you that. And I've seen in comments people saying, read mine, and they'd say it, and they'd turn around out of nowhere and go, that's not true. My dad's still alive and all. And then you can catch them out there and then. But I do believe that there is some people that can actually do that. They can do it. And there was this medium, and she used to help the police. Like, they used to help the police in America and all solve crimes. They were saying, where's the bodies and all. And she'd be able to tell them, and she'd be able to tell them what's wrong with them, and if there's anything missing or what they died from. And then they'd go to that place where she said they are, and they'd find her, and whatever she described would be. And I was literally like, that bitch killed them and fucking done this is like getting that money. But no, she's legit, like. And she came to Dublin one time, and my dad and everything was there. And she came over, and she said that he's going to be in an accident. He said, you're going to be in an accident on the roads and stuff. And he was on his motorbike with his friend, and he loves his bikes. This was years ago. He loves his bikes, and they were going flat up the road, and they took a left. But when they took the left, there was a roundabout right there, and they smashed into the roundabout. And the fella went along the ground with the motorbike attached to his fucking side, just scraping along the ground. My dad's leg was fucking hanging off from where his knee was, just put fishing rods all back into it. And he was like, gosh, like, she said that, and like that could happen. But yeah, again, in all of our lives, that could happen at one stage. So a lot of people are like, pure like, well, that can happen to anyone. My girlfriend's real skeptic about it. She's doing science and minute and stuff and all. She's only finished like about a year. And she's more like, nah, and she always has an answer for everything. But I like to be the type of person that believes in all that, and there's like hope inside that. But that's what I wanted to ask you. I know I said, fuck, I'm not telling them, and I'll wait until the end. And I know we're talking about fighting, and we're talking about all this protein and and all the workouts and stuff like that. But I'm gonna ask this guy this anyway and see what he thinks about it. So you didn't disappoint you. You said you didn't disappoint me. Now, even though there's no stories, it's all right, because a lot of people do say afterwards, you go, I don't have it. Do you have a story?
It's not really a story, but my brother was telling me that, like, he's seen something on Netflix about What are the people? What are the people that work like not a funeral home, but they like bring the coffin?
Or
Like they bring the coffin to the house and all, and
yeah, I know what you're talking about. They bring it into the car and they bring it, the fucking hearse and stuff like that and all, is it?
Well, like there's a thing on Netflix about a documentary about one person that worked as that, and like there was one story that my brother was telling me that was on the show or documentary that it was like he was late. There was one person, God loved him, was dead, and they were late. He was late bringing the coffin to the house, and they were ringing him saying, "What's the hold up? What's the hold up?" He was trying to put makeup on the dead person, and the makeup just kept brushing off, and tried different makeup and just kept wiping off. Different makeup just kept rubbing off, and he was just like, "Right, I'm late. I'm gonna have to leave it." And so he brought the coffin to the house. And I don't know, I can't remember, a person just said, like, the sister or the daughter of the man, or I don't even know what the person was, brought him. I was like, "Come here, how did you know that my ma didn't like makeup?" And he was just like, "What?
Holy shit.
I didn't know." Like, you know what I mean? So, like the makeup wouldn't go on because the girl didn't like the makeup.
Yeah.
So it kept brushing off. And the ma, whoever said, like, "Yeah, that person didn't like makeup. How do you know that?"
Yeah.
Not
That'd
to put
freak you
makeup
out,
on.
wouldn't it? That'd freak you out. You'd be like, "What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's mad. Like, that stuff is like, that's
I like to
crazy.
believe all that though. Even though if that is some kind of, I love to believe all that, like that would happen and stuff. And when you said it to me there, I was like, "Oh, fucking deadly," because I like to hear stories about all that, man. I love to hear all stories about that. I would never experience anything like that, but my ma would and stuff. You know, she'd fucking experience things. And my sister, when she was younger, she used to point up in the corner of the room. And my cousin was staying with us. She stayed in our house, and she'd always point up in the corner of the room, in my ma's room where she's living, where she's in now. And she'd be like, she'd be waving, and she'd be like, "Hey, yeah," and then she'd be like, "Who's that?" And it's like, it's a man right there. He's waving at me. And if that was me, my sister would be left on the bed, and I'd be out the door. The man can take her. I'd shit myself. Like, I wouldn't be able for, like, man.
Would she be a little baby, like a little
She
kid?
was a baby, yeah. She was about 2, like, get me 3. So they say that kids can.
That's known, yeah. Kids are able to see that stuff. Like,
Yeah, no, fuck that.
There has to be something, man. There has to be. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Too many. Like, I know I'm religious and all, but like, there's too many things that were prophesied. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even like stuff like today, like, this coronavirus was prophesied. Someone wrote about it in the book, even. The Australian fire was prophesied. Like, everything, like, there's too much, like, things that people are able to know about the future, whether who's telling them, they're able to reach some part of their brain that they're able, that the gift was given to them, like, you know what I mean? There has to be, like, something, like, it's not, like, I don't know, people do be saying, lights out when it's done. It's like, I can't picture that.
I can't either, man. The fact that all this is, I can't either.
Whether it's like, I don't know, like, when you get into the science thing and it's like, energy and all, like, your energy, like a human being or a religious person is like soul, like a science person, like energy, like that has a link, like, you know what I mean? It's like energy is released somewhere, you know what I mean? Or, like, our soul is released if you believe in that stuff, like, you know what I mean? But, like, again, like, if you come down to, like, religious stuff, like, I know people probably hate me saying this, but like 3 main religions of, like, just say, like, Christianity, Judaism and Islam, like, they all basically believe nearly in one God. So, like, they literally have nearly the same, they have different stories, obviously, that's why there's different religions, but they also actually have a lot of similarities, like, you know what I mean? Like, they all believe in the same prophets and all, like, so, like, how can all 3 of them lie? Like, why would they bother? And how has it lasted this long, regardless whether you want to hear it or not? Like, 2020 years, something has lasted. If it was fake, it wouldn't have lasted this long. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, of anything. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I like the way you said. What's that?
There has to be something. But go on, what are you saying?
Yeah. I like the way you said that it was written, because there was a thing written as well that it said that things in the sky will have to land. There won't be anything in the sky. They were saying it was written down in something. They're saying this. There won't be everything that's in the sky will be taken down from the sky, and the world will stop, and something will happen to restore the earth or something like that. That's what they were saying. And then there's this thing also that in about 10 years, people were saying there was something about, I can't fucking remember it, but there was something about this. Someone predicted 9/11. Somebody predicted the AIDS epidemic as well. Someone predicted that something like this is going to happen. And then that same person predicted when this is all over, 10 years from now, that we'll all be wiped out from the next thing, from 10 years from now. And everything else they said came true so far. Everything. That's fucking, that's freaky. Like, that scares me. So hopefully in 10 years from now, we're not fucking all, I mean, we're all not gone. But yeah, so this was a good podcast. I really enjoyed this one. People do get guests on. They're just there like, yeah, go on, do you fucking, yeah. No, but I did really enjoy this podcast.
If you want to do another one down the road and we can get into more like into detail of like nutrition and fitness and all that stuff, like we didn't really go into too much detail. We just done a little bit of background.
And so yeah, I was going to end it with saying that I would like you back on down the road from it and stuff like that. I would like you back on to get into that, because I wanted to get to know you, and I wanted the people that are watching now to get to know you a bit more. And then in the next one, we'll go into all that depth of what you've learned and stuff like that as well. So I would like you back on to for the podcast for more. So guys, is there anything you'd like to plug before we go?
Just me Instagram. Essential. Well, it's essential_health_fitness_coach.
Yeah. Like, I have it there. I had to put the underscore there, and I was like, fuck it, because I have to remind it.
You have to put something for the use on it, but I'm pretty sure if you just type in essential health and fitness coach, you'll be able to find me. Just plug that there, you know. Yeah,
I'll put it in the description. So, for guys, if you just want to go over and you want to learn more about diets, or you want to just do workout videos as well, you want planning and stuff as well, because you do the videos, don't you? You do
videos.
Yeah, you speed them up, and then there's one video and there's a photo, and then it's the photo of what you've done, so people can follow along with it. So guys, thanks so much for watching this episode of this podcast. Remember, subscribe, also like the video. Jordan will be back on eventually again, and we'll go in more depth of all the nutrition stuff, because I would like to know a lot more about that as well. Jordan, thanks very much for coming on. Don't worry, you didn't do any bad. You were grand. You were like, oh, I'm fucking nervous, but you were grand. You were all right. Don't worry. Guys, remember, it's not the best podcast. It's not the worst podcast. It's just an all right podcast. Guys, thanks so much for watching. This is episode 43, and we'll chat to you next time. Bye.